changing the headlight bulb on a 2011 Chevy Silverado 2500. Should be exactly the same on the 1500s, 4500s. So let me get this grill removed real quick. Lights are held on by 3 10 mils, one inside the fender, 2 right here on the core support. The grill has 4 10s and some clips on the bottom. So I'm gonna try my best not to break anything. Now what I'm doing is I'm just going to, for right now, because I gotta change the turn signal bulbs in this light as well as the low beam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if just me doing this is enough to kind of get the light out. On the other side, just going to remove the windshield wiper fluid reservoir. It's 2 7mm bolts, and you take that back and there's a bolt right there. You got these 2 bolts, and then you have the 4 for the grill, and then there are some clips at the bottom. Just kind of yank on them. Usually I got music playing. But some of my the 2 other videos that I had, YouTube doesn't like the music in the background. Ever since I started working on cars, trucks, bikes, I always like to listen to music. Kind of keeps me focused. Start grooving. I love building cars. This wagon, 1970 Chevelle wagon, I built that inside of my house. Whole thing. So, I love building stuff. I really don't like maintenance. Not that I can't do it. It's just, I don't know. I'd rather put something together. But you got to keep it together. So if you can't keep it together, then it's used to having it, right? Just like that, boom. I guess for what I got to do, I don't have to take the entire grill out, because if you look here, I got just enough room to get those bulbs in right there, and then I got just enough room to get my hand in there. So these lights would illuminate, but they don't blink. So the other part is, if I change these and they still don't work, it is the body control module. It's underneath the dash, and I really don't want to take this dash apart and do that. So I'm really hoping that it's just these bolts. You know, maybe one of the elements burnt out or something. I mean, looking at them, they look fine. But I mean, I guess you never really know. You know what I mean? A little bit of a pain because they, you know, they design these things so tight. And being a big guy also don't help out too much. And I'm not going to do it today, but a few years ago I did a headlight restoration on this, and it was good. It was good for a few years, but then this last like 6 months, 8 months, you can tell that the headlights again are faded. They're not as clear as what they can be. So on another video, I'll do a restoration on the headlights. Show how I did it. Alright, boom. So I don't know if you heard that, but there's two clips on the side. Those two clips on the side is what you heard. You want to make sure you put those clips back. Otherwise, the gap or the fitment right here, the light against the fender, is just not gonna work. When you had something in your hand, you set it down. Like, I just had it. Where did it go? Ain't turned back around, it's right where it was. You know, 20-ish pounds, which if you torque these, I bet you that's probably what it is. Man. Go. Let's get to 106 today. I'm gonna say it was over 100 when I came out. At least 103. What a difference. And that's just enough room. That was just enough room with this being able to move just a little bit. And then just these 2 bolts to be able to change, that. The high beam, probably be able to change the high beam the same way. Turn signals, the light gotta come out. Headlights are working. These are illuminated, but they're not flashing. So the hazard should be on. And they're not. So, it's a little unfortunate. It is what it is. It's gonna be, you know, like that for a while. Just because, well, I have, you know, I work, I run my own business too, so I don't have that much spare time. I'm gonna take a break because it is pretty hot, even with the fan blowing. But when I come back, gotta take the top engine shroud off, the intake tube, and then the fan shroud, the bottom of the fan shroud. And so that should only take me maybe an hour and a half.